If you keep losing in Bullet Echo, there's a high chance it's not because your enemies are better. It's because your habits are trash. Most players don't lose because of aim. They lose because they rush alone, loot at the wrong time, ignore revives, take bad fights, and leave their team to die like idiots. And in Bullet Echo, the second your team loses discipline, the match starts collapsing. So if you actually want to win more consistently, not just get random lucky games, this is where you fix it. Because this video is about the habits that separate random players from squads that actually survive to the final circle. Let me say this clearly. If one of your teammates gets knocked, that is not just their problem. That is the whole team losing. Because the second one teammate goes down, you lose pressure, you lose shared vision, you lose passive support. You lose squad gear passive support, you lose a revive tempo, and you open the door for third-party teams. So if you want to become a better player, stop playing Bullet Echo like it's a solo ego simulator. Always watch your teammates. Always know where they are. Always know who is low. Always know who is overextending. Always know when someone needs cover. If your teammate is down and you're busy looting, you're throwing. If you have mid-pro, use it. Don't keep drones just for show off. Don't hoard healing tools like they're trophies. Your in-battle resources are not for decoration. Use them for the team, and that includes loot discipline. Stop grabbing everything like a random. Good squads loot with purpose. Take the items in front of you first, and let the right hero take the right gear. If your teammate benefits more from a scope or a pickup, let them have it. If you're the faster hero, go for the farther ammo while your slower tank grabs what's nearby. Team loot discipline wins more fights than greedy looting ever will. Heal the squad, protect the squad, revive fast, cover angles while they recover. And if you're using recovery heroes like Cyclops, Sparkle, Scratch, etc., remember this during active fights. You can be frontline with them, but the moment your teammate gets low, take one step back, heal from a safer angle, and keep them alive while they keep shooting. That tiny reposition wins fights most teams should have lost. I use this constantly in Sabotage and Squad vs. Squad, and most players don't realize how many fights this saves. Because good players understand one thing, your job is not to look strong alone. Your job is to keep the entire team alive until the final circle. That is how real wins start. And this also means, stop rushing alone. One of the dumbest habits in Bullet Echo is pushing ahead alone and expecting your team to magically save you. That's not confidence. That's trash discipline. When you move too far ahead, you lose support, you lose vision, you lose passive synergy, and you become free food. In Bullet Echo's dark maps, that gets punished instantly. You can get pinched from the side, flanked from behind, or third-party before your team can even rotate. Now listen carefully. This does not mean you should stack on top of your teammates like bots. You need spacing. Close enough to trade damage. Close enough to revive. Close enough to benefit from passes and squad gears. But not so close that one grenade ruins everyone. That's the difference between random teammates and actual squad discipline. Some players here don't rush alone and become too passive. That's also wrong. Rushing can be strong in Bullet Echo, but only when the conditions are right. If you have position advantage, vision advantage, a shield hero like Bastion, enemy cooldown advantage, or you know the spawn pattern and lineup, then a fast push can catch enemies completely off guard. That can be stronger than sitting back and giving them time to set up. But random rushing? That's suicide. Good aggression is calculated. Bad aggression is just ego in motion. And remember, not every enemy has to be fought immediately. Sometimes the smartest play is backing off, resetting, and taking a better fight later. You are not required to challenge every squad in the lobby. Fight when the battlefield favors you, not when your ego gets triggered. This one should be common sense, but apparently it isn't. If a teammate is down and the area is not secure, do not instantly start reviving in the open like a bot. And do not start looting while your teammate is bleeding out. First clear nearby danger. Check angles. Check for another team. Stop unnecessary grenade spam if the enemy squad is already dead. Then revive immediately. Fast revives matter, but safe revives matter more. And if you're in a team, one revives, one covers. If one teammate gets knocked, do not have both players tunnel vision on the body. One player brings them back. The other player guards angles, watches for the collapse, and makes sure the revival actually finishes. That's how disciplined teams recover. Not by stacking on the same mistake, And here's another rule. If the drone is reviving, but the area is safe enough, go revive manually anyway. Manual revive is faster. And faster revive means you get your gun back sooner. A half second matters. A full second matters even more. Also, if you're standing still while reviving or looting in a dangerous area, you become a perfect target for third parties. That's how entire teams throw winning positions. A shocking number of players enter fights underprepared. Then they act surprised when they lose. Before a fight starts, ask yourself, do I have armor? Do I have enough ammo? Am I reloaded? Is my ability ready? Because if the answer is no, you're already taking a bad fight. Always pick up armor when possible. Armor massively improves survival. If your hero can generate armor through healing or tank mechanics, use that properly. Always make sure you have enough bullets before forcing a fight. Running dry mid-fight is one of the dumbest ways to die. And reload whenever you're safe. Because automatic reload during a fight is how winnable fights become instant losses. Simple habit, huge win rate difference. This is a smaller tip, but it matters. If you're dealing with drones, don't just stand there tanking damage stupidly. Use positioning properly. And in many cases, standing directly on top of the drone can help destroy it more safely than awkward distance trading. Also, never get lazy around knocked enemies. A knocked enemy can still bait you into bad positioning, and standing around them too long can expose you to their teammates. And here's the advanced version. A knocked enemy is not just a body. Sometimes, it's bait. If you can safely reposition, drop your drone, move off the body, and let that knocked enemy become a trap. Because if their teammate comes in for the revival, your drone can give you the signal, and now you know exactly where the rescue is coming from. That turns a downed enemy into free information. So don't just stand there staring at the knock. Either finish fast or bait smart. Finish what matters. Reposition fast. Stay disciplined. This is the final difference between casual players and dangerous players. Casual players lose, then instantly queue again. Dangerous players lose, then ask, why? Did I rush alone? Did I ignore my team? Did I waste my ability? Did I get greedy for a finish? Did I fight without armor? Did I forget to reload? Did I ignore the sound? Did I get third-partied because I looted too early? Did I take a bad angle? Did I walk into the open like an idiot? If you keep dying the same way, you are not unlucky. You are repeating bad habits. And until you fix those habits, you will stay average no matter how much you play. That's exactly why I call out mistakes in my syndicate after matches. And shout out to Phantom Pharaoh. He really understands that mindset. After the match ends, if someone made a bad decision, I point it out, not to insult them, to sharpen them. Because in team play, one weak decision can collapse the entire squad. One greedy push, one lazy rotate, one reckless revive, and the whole team pays for it. So yes, I give feedback, because if we keep repeating the same mistakes, we stay weak. If nobody corrects a mistake, the mistake becomes a player. And weak teams don't win for long. You do not become a better bullet echo player by hiding behind excuses. You improve by taking fights, testing limits, learning matchups, understanding hero abilities, understanding passive synergy, understanding how gears change performance, understanding why you won and why you lost. Yes, you should be smart, but don't be scared. A lot of players stay weak because they are too afraid to learn through pressure. The goal is not reckless feeding. The goal is intentional practice. That is how average players become dangerous. If you want to stop throwing winnable matches, start with this. Protect your team. Stop rushing alone. Revive smarter. Fight prepared. And stop repeating the same stupid mistakes after every death. Because in Bullet Echo, most squads don't lose to stronger players. They lose because their discipline breaks first. Fix that, and you already become more dangerous than most of the lobby. And this is only part 1. In the next video, we're getting into the mechanics that make players look scary. Firing cone control, movement, strafing, spinning, shield timing, and ability discipline. If you want to stop looking average in fights, watch that next. Last stand isn't luck, it's control.